Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Wakakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. When I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out from NavyTimes.com by the Associated Press as of September 1st, 3:42 p.m. And it reads, Russia-led alliance hold military drills in Belarus. It says more than 2,000 troops from a Russian-led security alliance opened military exercise Friday in part of a Belarus near the border of NATO countries. The exercise of the Collective Security Treaty Organization, including troops from Russia, Belarus, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. The Armenia is also a member of the CSTO, but did not send any of its forces. In January, Armenia said it will not host the CSTO drill this year, amending tension relations with Russia. Belarus defense minister said the exercise, who are to last through Wednesday, are to prepare for joint operations. So I believe the exercise is going to start as of Friday and all the way until next week of Wednesday. It says prepare for joint operations, including response to an nuclear incident. The exercises are taking place in 3 western Belarus regions that borders NATO members Poland and Lithuania. The published foreign minister Zeke Ben-Yul-Rol, if I pronounce his name right, says the purpose of the military exercise was to destabilize the region. Belarus late Friday claimed that a Polish military helicopter flew at low altitude, about 12,000 meters and 0.5 miles into Belarus's airspace in the Gorno region, one of the areas where the exercises are taking place. Polish charge d'affaires Wojciech Filmoskis was summoned for a complaint, Belarus says. It says Belarus hosts Russian forces and equipment that have been used in the war in Ukraine, although Belarusian forces have not taken part. Russia also says it has deployed tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. Ukraine Joint Forces Command General Serhiy Navi said Ukraine has strengthened its borders with Belarus for the exercises. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6 to verse 8. And this is from the Bible Gateway of the Holy Scriptures, KJV version of the Holy Scriptures of Matthew 24 through verse 6. And I'm going to start at verse 6 and then I'm going to read through verse 7. Verse 6, and it reads, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right, with the current Russian-Ukraine situation. And we're seeing these military exercises at an all-time high. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but and it's not yet. Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, right, the Russia-Ukraine situation. Military exercises at an all-time high. These nations financing their militaries and upgrading their nuclear capability. So, these are increasing of prime examples of nations or army are rising up against one another. So that Russia-Ukraine is a prime example. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Russia versus NATO allies. Belarus and Russia are allies, have intentions against have intentions against NATO and its allies. Those are examples of nation shall rise against nation. That's a prime example, and that's what we are witnessing and experiencing around the world: escalations and tensions, and nations rising up against another nation or army. And that's what we're seeing in the world today in modern day times. And I'm gonna read it again. This is Matthews 24:7, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures from BibleGateway.com, and it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from NavyTimes.com from the Associated Press as of September 1st, 3:02 p.m., and it reads again, "Russia-led alliance hold military drills in Belarus." I believe after that recent drone attack that took place over there in Estonia or not too far from Belarus or not too far from the border of Russia or outside of Ukraine, if I'm not mistaken, that took place, I would say like 2 or 3 days ago. So it's definitely escalations and tensions are definitely heating up over there with the Russia-Ukraine situation and outside the borders of Ukraine as well too. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Makakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.